This is part 3 to Mark Bacon's story. One of the things I want to say is when I first stumbled upon him and I started recording, not for 1 second did I think he was lying to me. His demeanor, his tone, everything he was saying, he was articulating himself well. He was putting everything into context. He was stating names and positions, and this man did his homework. I can tell that he wasn't crazy. Sometimes people think crazy is crazy, but usually brilliance is crazy before it becomes brilliance. But he wasn't crazy in what he was talking about. He knew exactly what he was talking about. This man is very intellectual. He's very smart. Pay very close attention, and you'll find the agenda inside there. Also, I want to let you guys know that I'm in contact with Mark Bacon. If you guys have any messages, put it in the comments, and I'll let him know.
Probation conditions. So I was not been able to even be in a collusion or anything to do any of that. No. And either one thing for sure, either two things happen, right? Either the FBI is allowing me to do what I've been accused of, alleged of, been doing since I've been out of prison, or Michael Few was in a collusional agreement to create malfeasance with his co-workers. And it won't be omitted, the son of a bitch. He went inside and then he went.
Well, there's probably a behind-the-scenes situation of why they want to move this property. What's strategic?
Oh, let me tell you what. Okay, so now they have beautification. They try to use me to take the property. I put 275 copies of my own money for beautification, and we had a meeting for that property company. Michael Few wants to sell that property to USC.
There you go.
He has made 96 nuisance and abatement lawsuits, right? He's made 98. He has won 96 of them. This is the only one on hold. You know why? He has an extension to January 18th for a gang injunction on this case, and then the city gave Parma Management an extension to March 23rd to get the stuff up to code. Now, when I seen that, guess what? They said that 2,900 rapes, robberies, and murders happened since 1996 to 2017. That's 21 years. If you arrest one person a day, without counting a leap year, that's 6,205 people. It'll take 20 years to catch 2,000 people. The last year, just 900 people. You consider that a hotbed? Now, 2,900 is a little bit over a third of what I gave you, but it took 17 years.
And they're no liars anyway. So
this man did his homework.
The stuff that they're talking about, these robberies and stuff that is going on, there's kids. These are kids, high school kids going through, stealing each other's cell phone. You show me where they got anybody on there where an adult has took somebody's cell phone, earphones, or beat by Dre's. And what I'm saying, in the Dorsey police, the Dorsey school police can back everything that I just said. That's why they're there, stopping those robberies and stuff. And there's no reason why that Michael Fewer should have went behind my back, hacked my Instagram, along with his LAPD department, cropped my photo, put it inside of this fucking lawsuit and abatement injunction, and use it to coerce a superior court judge into giving them an injunction, which the judge is not stupid because they don't have it. The judge said it doesn't warrant.
There's several things going on here, and several different means of attacking this. First off, Mr. Fuhrer is a member of the bar, and his actions as a member of the bar are highly questionable. And so, this is for personal enrichment.
This is the last time I played 1-1-17. 2-1. You get up this year. Right. That's my last win. I left in April.
Right. So how the hell do you be part of anything?
Come on. This is Palmer Management.
Right.
Palmer Management. Oh, and then he puts inside of there Michael Fewer. And I wouldn't know this. That Michael Fewer puts inside there and say, we want them to do a better job at screening the tenants. Wait a minute. Holy shit. Are you telling this guy to be biased, or hopefully he's doing what he's supposed to do, either fitting the criteria with either what do you call it? You have no evictions, you either have longevity at your job, or your credit score is up to par, right? Those are the only things that fit the criteria to lease somewhere. What do you mean do a better job of screening? Are you talking about look for Hispanics, blacks, or certain whites that look like they got piercings in their noses or something like that? Are you telling him to be biased? And if you're not, then would you please elaborate what the hell you mean about do a better job of screening?
And who's the one that said that?
Michael Fewer.
He said it personally out of his mouth?
No, Michael Fewer, lawyer.
Oh, his lawyer?
In the Superior Court filings. This inside.
Wow, yeah.
This inside. Everything that I'm telling you is verbatim inside of here.
What's his lawyer's name? Is it in there?
Yeah, that's city attorney. Michael Fewer is a city attorney.
Michael Fewer is a city attorney, but his spokesperson, I think he's the assistant attorney. This girl right here, Maylin Claire.
Maylin Claire?
So, what's her name right there?
Tina. Tina Hess.
Tina Hess.
Yeah.
There's assistant. He sends her to do it.
And then Jonathan Cristal,
Assistant
attorney, Stephen Gold, deputy city attorney,
Stephen Gold.
and Drew Robertson.
Drew Robertson.
This is exactly what they call
Drew Robertson's the one who filed this. You can tell.
Drew Robertson filed this.
That's why his stuff's on there.
So Drew Robertson.
Is the
Drew
guy
Robertson.
responsible.
And then this is my thing. Michael Fuhr, this is supposed to be our most, smart and our most strategic thinker for our, watching our funds. What the fuck are you doing with our funds? You just asked for a lawsuit that doesn't even warrant, you don't have anything to warrant it, right? You just waste government funds, government assistance to go inside of this courtroom, waste this judge time. You ain't gonna get the injunction, right? Because the Federal Bureau of Investigators is positively sure that they have rehabilitated Mr. Mark Bacon or higher security. The people that are actually gonna raid the jungles are gonna tell you they fixed the guy, you hacked this picture. That's exactly why you hacked it, because you couldn't get it. Because I was under federal custody, the LAPD doesn't have any of my information. They pulled me over when I was on federal probation. They can't even know anything about me unless they want an NCIC check back at the station with the watch commander has to do it. So that fucking makes them furious to know that I'm this age walking down the street and to them never been to jail since 2001. It fucks their head up. So then they run the NCIC check. They still can't check. All they say is maybe armed and dangerous. They just give them a heads up. So they come at me, hey, what are you going to jail for? I tell them none of your business. You want my parole officer number? So that becoming over 5 years infuriated the police. But I don't have to tell you any of my business. And my parole officer told me to don't tell the LAPD anything.
Right, don't have to.
They told me that they supersede them, and if they want to know,
the guy right there, Drew Robertson. So that's the guy we're gonna go after.
All right. So we said if they want any information for them to call me.
Yep.
Don't answer no question. And they said, what's your name? Mark Bacon. And I gave my parole officer a call. I'm a federal prisoner. And he told me, don't talk to you. Call me. Point blank. Now, you can't take a picture of me, add me to your gang injunction. That's why I wasn't in jail. Right. You get what I think? I'm not in the gang. They can't touch me. I'm a ex-federal prisoner, bro. I was in the federal building around the corner by Boucher Street, the big tall one by Spring. Oh, yeah, I was in there. Well, 2001 armed bank robbery. I got out in 2010, been working at my job since the day after I got released.
Nice.
I have a letter in here from my boss, or I might have left it in my other one, stating how long I have that one too. I might have left it in my other file. I think I left it in my other file. But I have everything about Michael Fuhr. I've been watching this stuff for so long, man. Since I found out he did this, I've just been on his ass. I'm talking about hunting him like he's been hunting me.
He's done some pretty shitty things.
I have so much stuff. He's took daycares. He's taken the whole Crenshaw, from Crenshaw and King to Crenshaw and Stocker. He just sued the liquor bank on Crenshaw and Stocker. You know what he wants to do with that? Turn it into a Walmart. He wants to turn the Crenshaw Mall into like a 7th Street Metro.
So he's basically working for
the developers.
The developers.
It's called a gentrification. They're taking all of this stuff. The Crenshaw, they just kicked everybody off Crenshaw. They won't lease anything back to them because they're turning the Crenshaw Mall on the east side of Crenshaw, across from the Crenshaw Mall, the Baldwin Village Mall. They're turning that into an open mall like the 3rd Street Promenade. And if you don't Google anything and you don't go and look it up, you will never know any of this shit. They put the pictures up 20 days before they finish the train, and they're already developing the building. And this is what they do. They do gang injunctions, right? So they have to get the people out of the neighborhood that's over there because they don't want them to shop there, right? So we have to have some kind of way to where you're a nuisance. So they do, instead of them stopping you from drinking in front of the liquor store, like they will call this a nuisance, they will send an undercover cop across the street to film you for 30 days. To me, that's a collusion, right? That's a conspiracy. You are in a collusion with them to break the law. So at what point do you bend and break the law? That's where they get the bullshit, the spirit and the law, and the spirit of the law, and the land of the law, all the bullshit, right? It's when I'm going to build, what am I going to do to break the law? They're full of shit, bro. So they'll sit over there with the camera and they'll get 30 days and they'll go tell the judge right here at Hill that it's a nuisance. Right?
Meanwhile, there's no calls.
And there's no calls, right? You know why there's no call? Because they're under investigation.
And nobody gives a shit.
And nobody cares. You know why? Because the whole fucking community's broke.
Right.
The whole fucking community's on Section 8. The whole fucking community's on low income. So you know what they pushed Palmer Management to do? Palmer Management stopped because the expo line goes behind Dorsey. Palmer Management stopped taking I got pictures of Palmer Management fucked up apartment when I was in there. Palmer Management stopped taking Section 8, right? Palmer Management would let the people fail Section 8. So they would kick them out. They wouldn't have to keep it up to code, right? So when Palmer Management get rid of the Section 8 tenant, they refurbish the apartment building now, and then they go up on the rent, right? Right now they're doing gates and shit, all kind of electric gates and all kind of shit on Palmer Management. They're gonna kick all the tenants out of there, right? The people, so they're going around basically, if you're black and Hispanic or white and lived over there for a long time, they're considering you a nuisance. They're saying that the people selling crack cocaine, they're living out the cars. So the lawyer get there. I know the lawyer for Palmer Management. The guy I'm at the meeting, we're talking, and the same stuff that I'm saying, she has the paperwork. And I have the guy named Harold. He's a Jewish guy. You know, he fucking hates Michael Fear.
Good. Then when we need to team up with all of you.
And I talked to him. I could call him right now. And I just left him off because I was trying to find his shit. He told me out his mouth, me and you going from Michael Fear's truck.
Do you have a smartphone? And do you have a laptop?
Yeah.
Have you ever created a YouTube channel?
No way.
I think you ought to create a YouTube channel and start elaborating what you're saying.
I'm sorry, man.
Not a lot of people know that type of stuff right there.
I love your channel, dude. I really do.
And you can articulate that, like, and you just made me understand a whole bunch of shit that I didn't understand, you know?
Instead of me trying to go find my lawsuit with these people, I stood.
Yeah, you do good.
But I walked 3 days. Pass out 275 papers telling the people to come up for a meeting at church to explain to the people.
You know who I am?
See,
it's nice to meet you too.
The city attorney.
I've actually been wanting an audit with you
against Palmer against Palmer Management, but it was not that. It was the city attorney and his boys against Palmer Management and the tenants. So they say that Palmer Management is allowing the people to sell drugs and do all this gangbanging stuff, right? They have no police reports to corroborate anything that they're saying. You have nothing, no documentation. So they say, oh yeah, we have 12 crack cocaine sales. Yeah, from 1996. You have 3 crack cocaine sales within the last 4 months. But guess where those crack cocaine sales came from? You had an informant in there. So we can't even take your words. You didn't even plant the drugs, then buy the drugs back, right? You won't even relinquish your documents showing how you even did it because it's supposedly confidential. And they just did a raid in May 2007, took 15 people to jail over there in the jungles, right? Two of them went to jail because they did some. The other 15 were found to have had the police plant stuff on.
Mr. Bacon, this is for you, amigo. I'm glad I found you that day. I'm glad hopefully I can help you get your story out there. I hope you win a lawsuit. I hope you get some help. I hope the right eyes see this. And just good luck with everything. I'm here for you. You have my number. And we'll see what we can do for you. We'll do a follow-up if you want. So just keep in touch, my friend.